All right, everybody, welcome back. It's been a while, but we're here to bring you more ISC goodness. My name's Toaster, and I'm here with my friend Tios, aka the Glasswalker,
Hello.
and we're here to cast a Div C match between one newer team who's got some older players, Gudron Synergy, and good old 42, who's kind of stuck through it through thick and thin. What do you predict for this match, Tios?
I don't know. I think as far as experience goes, 42 definitely takes the cake on that, but I don't know. I haven't seen Gudron Synergy play at all. I haven't seen this comp before, so
Yeah, and the
I
rules are a
don't
bit
think there's
odd,
a yeah.
right?
I don't think there's enough info to predict this.
We got all ISC. Looking at the stream right now. I'm sorry, I should probably share my screen with you in a minute, Tios. Just going over the rules. All these drops are basically tonnage limited, and we're restricted to ISC mechs. So it's pretty interesting, a little bit different from what you see in like the normal comp queue. Um, and looking at the teams, we got 42 reported. Their nice little bird logo here, and Gudrun Synergy. I think Gudrun Synergy is going to be interesting. I mean, both of these teams are pretty interesting because they have a pretty good mix of players as far as skill level goes. You got like TT1A on Gudrun Synergy, who's like an ex Eon player, and they have some DRD players who are old. TT1A like has the best stats by far in this division. Um, but then 42, they've been playing together, they've been friends for a long time. Just like kind of looking at their stats, both of these teams are very similar as far as like percentiles and win loss ratios. Overall, stat wise, from Jarls, Gudrun Synergy has just like a little bit of an advantage as far as KD. But honestly, I think that's mostly TT1A kind of skewing his team's information. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what these teams come up with and how they play. A lot of players in this league too are retired this year officially on Jarl's list, so got some people coming back to play again.
And both teams are locked. We are ready to dive straight into drop one.
All right, well, let's get this show on the road, I guess. Good. Thought for a second my game wasn't gonna come up, but it did. God. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong keys here.
Alrighty, and on team one, Gudron Synergy, we're seeing an Uziel, a Flea, a Quick Draw, a K9, another Uziel, and a Cicada. This is a full MPL deck right here.
All right, I figured out my controls. I remember my controls. Which team did you look at? Sorry,
I
Gudrun
just got
Synergy.
team one.
Team one.
Yep,
Oh, team two.
Gudron.
Okay, so 42, aka the answer. I don't know. I guess that's their comp team. His name is showing up. Got Assassin, a Cataphract. That's going to be their big damage dealer. Can he get enough done? Uh, Vulcan, Commando, Firestarter, and another Assassin. So they're pretty brawly, but it's going to kind of probably hinge on them playing around their Ilya Murmets. Looks like we have a bit of a hold, unfortunately, now.
Team one is not following their own hold.
I think they called it a little bit right at the base. Uh,
Nostris, are you gonna follow the hold?
okay, so this is I guess their problem is they ran through their spawn cap, even though they're supposed to not cap it. I mean they say they spawned inside, but I actually spawned inside it, so they just got sloppy and ran through it. We're not refs. I'm not gonna play ref, so I'm gonna let them kind of work it out
Actually, the
between.
rules do have
There is a contingency,
contingency
yeah.
for this. Yes, the rules do have a contingency for this.
All right,
However, both
they
teams
want to
agreed to redraw.
redrop, so let's let them do it.
Let's just do that.
All right. I gotta make sure one team actually ends. Otherwise, have mechs stuck in this lobby, and that is no good.
So, Uh, were we actually refs, and were we to uphold the rules? If a team does pull an illegal cap, they have to win the match by kills. If the match ends by caps, the team that pulled the illegal cap does not win. So, technically speaking, Gudron did break the rules there. However, both teams did agree for a redrop, so I think it's cool if we just let it slide.
Yeah, usually these player run leagues are just kind of, if team leads can agree on it and it's like within reason, they let them do it.
Gentlemen's
Or
agreement
redrop,
and
yeah, yeah.
whatnot.
Redrop is pretty fine. Oh gosh, had major lag stutter there. But looks like okay, Prometheus just run out of bounds. You have JJ's your Vulcan. Okay, he finally got. Yeah, they're not supposed. They probably shouldn't change builds, but it's kind of up to the team leaders because this isn't exactly in the rules. Hopefully, we'll get back in here and started. And we're on a 5-minute delay though, so point of view. All right. I'm not even gonna bother switching my lobby overlay because let's go AP. I don't know. Maybe they're right. Maybe they did actually spawn on the point, but I can't remember that actually being a thing. Have
You don't
move.
spawn on the point, you spawn like one step out of it. So if you don't immediately turn, like you'll just walk in. And I know a lot of us, the moment the match starts, we just immediately press W, go forward, don't think.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, most of
Uh,
the time it's beneficial, right? You want to go through the
yeah,
point, but
yeah. I mean, it's not very often you play a league where your home cap is considered an illegal cap.
yeah, yeah. Normally that's the gimme. It's like, all right, everybody walk through it now. Once you gotta avoid it, pay special attention. All right, if this happens again, hopefully they'll just agree to play it out under. Otherwise, I'm gonna say shenanigans. Some 07s loading in.
What I want to see the most, though, is 42 bringing a full SRM deck. Now, typically SRMs have been considered out of the meta for a lot of these Wolfpack brawls because SPLs are just, oh my god, the whole.
XD. Oh my god. All right. Well, at least I don't think the timer hasn't started, so they're still in the like lobby screen. Hopefully, he can get back
Yes,
in
yes, yes.
very quickly. 'Cause
Okay.
hopefully, he didn't full like crash blue screen, but we'll see. Timer hasn't started. But yeah, you're right. It's weird. Like for so long, like ISMPLs were the light
Absolute meta.
weapon, dueling weapon of choice. Now, granted, we don't see too many formats like this where it's like expected to just be a full-on brawl. And SRMs, they do have a bit of a DPS advantage, and ISMPLs also with all the changes falling out of favor. But you're right, like I would expect to see more IS small pulse lasers, a lot of clan small pulses even, and machine guns. But maybe these teams know something we don't, or maybe, well, I guess we can't see clan mechs. Duh.
SPLs, yeah. Oh my god, Nostrus the same. Well, my man, hold.
Um,
Uh, we have seen a few HMG drops as well, as there are some pretty giga-quirked HMG mechs with the Javelin 11F and the Blackjack Arrow. So those can put out some serious DPS as well, but
yeah.
yeah,
Also,
it
can
seems
can
we are in the
confirm
era of
they
it.
didn't start in. Maybe they
Yeah,
changed lances.
I mean, if you look at 42, like they start pretty damn close.
Yeah, yeah, and even Audaeus and Gudron guys, they start very. Are they ready?
Why
My
do you need a redrop?
goodness, why can't he reconnect? Should be able to reconnect.
Do we need to call like a technical timeout here?
Oh my. Uh,
Y'all.
I'm not a ref. I'm gonna let them work it out.
Y'all.
No. Has to completely restart his computer, folks. Get to drop one eventually. He does have a point, but could play a man down too, I guess, but that would kind of suck here. A 6v6, that's a large percentage of your team that you're just going without. You request redrop. What say you? What will Audaeus side? It's kind of on them. We've already redropped once. Granted, I guess I don't
I'm
know.
kind of waiting for like a nah, we fight.
Okay,
Okay,
they're
nope,
okay
they're
with
okay
it.
with it.
I guess first time it was Gudron Synergy that wanted the redrop. Now 42 wants a
That
redrop.
is true. It
It's
would be a little
sporting,
unfair.
and there I guess I wonder if it's Flynn. Maybe it was Flynn that the first one they killed. So maybe. All right. Just Gudron take gamma. Good to
That way we're
go.
not stuck here for the next 12 minutes before everybody goes off killing themselves.
Yeah. I can't remember what that happened to me in one league. I don't remember what exactly league it was, but
Happened in MRBC a lot. People would redrop and commit
yeah,
suicide before taking their home cap.
yeah. And you have 24 mechs just stuck in a lobby, and of course nobody has
Yep.
duplicates of everything. So, all right. I don't have chat open. Hopefully, chat's doing okay. It is Super Bowl Sunday, so a little bit
That
odd
is
to have a
true.
match today, but it doesn't start for a while. So, pre-game your Super Bowl with a little mech warrior action. All right, back to the lobby. Oh, I'll bring up my overlay this time. Maybe that was the problem. Bum, bum.
Who's even playing? It's the Bengals and the Rams, right?
Bengals and the Rams. Yeah,
Okay, I actually may have to
Bengals haven't
watch.
been in the Super Bowl in like I don't know, 30 years. Something.
How long?
So
The Rams, before they were LA, they were what?
they
St.
were
Louis?
St.
Is that
Louis.
right?
Yeah,
That's right,
Minnesota.
that's
Back
right.
to they were originally they were LA, and then they moved to St. Louis, and now they've moved back to LA. And
That means the
it's
state of California has how many teams? They have Raiders, they have Rams, they have 49ers. Is it
the
only three?
Raider. Yeah, I guess yeah. They have the Raiders, Rams, 49ers. They used to have the Chargers, but they moved to
Chargers
Las
are
Vegas
yeah.
now.
They were San Diego and now they're Vegas.
Right. Loading in for the
I
third
honestly
time.
think that's like the strangest part of this whole thing. COVID, pandemic, forget all that. Bengals getting to the Super Bowl just takes the cake for me.
Yeah, yeah. It's late to see. Next year we'll have probably the Browns, right? Or
Oh dear.
maybe the Lions will make it to the Super Bowl.
I'll take the Browns before the Lions.
Oh yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
so Amper does, even though he doesn't technically start in there, he starts awfully close in that cicada. Looks like everybody is connected. Everybody's good to go.
They're all moving and Audeus is going a hard Kappa push and 42 is going a hard Epsi push.
Well, there might go Kappa. They might just head straight over to Theta. With the new ramps, it's a little bit easier for them to get up. Question is, where's 42 gonna set up their cataphract? That's what I want to know. You know what's
In
on the
there.
cataphract? Is it LB10s or AC10s or
It's triple LB10s.
okay?
And
He
given
just
his
has
speed, I'm gonna assume a light engine.
yeah, he has all the damage. It's just can he get it out before they kill him?
I'm wary about LBX 10s against a light push though. That's not gonna have the pinpoint it requires.
Eh, they get close enough. All right. Gudrun City Synergy has taken Theta. Control the center of the map. 42 is kind of opting to rotate around the side, but their cataphract still isn't in a position to do anything. Just kind of poking with their MPLs.
I think at this range, Gudron has the advantage because the SRMs and LBXs will not be effective at this crossover.
Yeah, but I don't know. If he gets enough LBX shots off before they close, it can just add up over time because it has
That's
a lot
true.
of DPS, and especially against those Uziels, right? They've got pretty thick torsos. At a
Hmm.
certain point, LBX has become just a pinpoint on them.
Yeah, the barn. Yeah, it is a walking barn door, and Gudron is opting for the full cap on Kappa, which being down a mech isn't hurting them much because 42 isn't trying to push that yet.
Yeah, everybody's just taking like, yeah, no one. Okay, one guy, Flynn is down below 99%. Oh, now Prometheus is too. So they're like
Yeah,
not really even doing any damage at this range.
the scratch
Now,
damage is starting to take over. Cataphract is lining up some pot shots, but LBX tens.
I
Flynn
think
is
he should
coming up
just get
though.
up there if he's in range. Like these MPLs aren't doing anything where they're standing at.
Looks like 42 is gearing up for the push though.
Yeah, maybe they. Okay, Chrysalius taking some hits from the Cataphract, still not adding up to much though. And yeah, 42 is just kind of moving
Ooh,
there. Oh,
Chrysali's taking a big
Chrysalius.
hit there.
Don't die, Chrysalius.
He's open rear.
Jump jet and trying to get his out of
Oh,
there, but
Flynn. I think Flynn is seeing too much red though. He's got to bail.
yeah,
The commando is all alone.
was all by himself. But the assassins are going in, the fire
Chrysalis
starter's
is
going
legged.
in.
Oh, to the
He goes
team kill
down.
though.
The,
Flynn
Gudron
is legged the
synergy,
commando.
they need to kill some things, and honestly, they need to get something on this Cataphract that's just doing so much damage. Just able to walk at them. Affixed, or however you say his name, about to go down.
Yep, Ahab is
ZVZ.
almost gone, and looks like Nostris and the quick draw is next on their list.
Yeah. The MPO quick draw is kind of interesting. I wonder I know they got some quirk changes, so it's probably pretty good these days.
It's got a lot of armor quirks and a 15% cooldown, I believe.
Okay, well, he goes down
Through 22.
anyways,
Yeah.
and now it's just an urban mech, a flea, and a cicada.
I think this is decisively 42s though.
Yeah, the flea's breaking off to cap, but so much time left, it's not gonna matter.
Yeah, I don't really think a cap win is possible on a map this size. 42 still has 5 mechs. They can just put they can just put 3 mechs on one cap and 2 on the other.
Yep. Trying, but and he can't get either of the side caps too, because both teams have mechs remaining. So
Yep.
it's even harder to play just like a pure cap game. 42 taking Theta with the Cataphract. He's at 92%. He just got the farm. I'm expecting some big damage numbers out of him. Ilya has so many quirks. It really needed to be focused for, but we'll see. Finally getting set upon by the assassin. This round's not the greatest thing to hunt fleas with, but when you got 2 assassins, it doesn't really matter. Now ZVZ, he's running, but I don't know what end he thinks he could pick off one of these assassins if he split them up, but Jade's here in the fire starter now. Jade, he has an MPL fire starter too. That's a little interesting. Is it just
I haven't
all
seen that in a while.
MPLs? Look, it's the A, so it could be. I've seen some builds like that are mixes between MPLs and PR smalls, or MPLs and
Shade's
regular
just running the 5 MPLs, yeah. Oh, Shade is also legged.
Okay.
He's
Did he
one
just
touch on
overheat
the other leg too.
like himself?
No.
I don't think he
Oh,
got
Flea's
shot.
legged.
Oh, he's dead. Shade, stay back. Don't give him a kill. Oh, Shaman is leg now too. All right. He's everybody. 42, pretty dominating. Only person to die was Flynn. He got a little red. See on the scoreboard here.
Cataphract getting 400 damage, top in the lobby. Assassin Goodnight coming in second place with 356 damage. Let's see who else. On the Gudron synergy side, Ahap and Chrysalius both in Uziel's, they both getting double D. That's not what you want to see in your 2 MPL medium mechs.
Yeah.
Those
Especially
are
like,
supposed to be big damage dealers.
yeah, your 55 tonners. I think they just didn't realize how little damage they were doing when they were poke trading with their MPLs at the start. Like,
Yeah.
if they had gotten a little more damage on, I think that could have gone the other way, but They let 42 close too easily.
Yeah,
Cataphract
and
did work.
alrighty. Next map is it's mining. Just gonna double check to make sure.
Thankfully, we
Yeah,
don't have to
nope,
switch
polar.
sides. All
I
right,
think the map's
polar.
polar. Yep. We don't switch sides until next drop.
Yeah, I always mess. All right, so polar 3 cap. I'm just gonna open up the map strat here.
Yep. And this one's 360 tons.
360 tons, so it's still pretty light, but it's such a long map. I know I saw a team
It
earlier
doesn't
this
sound
weekend.
like a lot, but with 6 mechs, that does go pretty far.
Yeah, I guess it's what 360 tonners. So
Yeah.
you take a couple mediums, you could get an assault or two.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see. Do they decide to brawl or do they pull some range? I saw like I forget what team it was, but they ran like enforcers and a stalker and a annihilator all with range and managed to kind
Yeah.
of kite the other team out.
Yeah, I know what's that team called? The team that fought KDCM is the team that has Bowser on it. Poglodites, that's it.
Poglodites, yeah.
I know they brought like an Annihilator, a Banshee, and then 2 lights and two mediums.
Okay, okay.
Uh,
What was on the Banshee?
so
I didn't catch that match.
it was a it
Like
was a
AC2s and
three
peeps
E.
or ER
It was a
large?
3E. So I'm inclined. That's the God. I don't remember. I don't remember anything about the Banshee. Give me a moment, to double check. Banshee 3E. So that's the 4 ballistic energy one. So I would assume AC2s and peeps, something like that.
Yeah, or maybe like AC5s and peeps. Uh, Same sides for the. Oh. Aha. All right, you know
Yep.
the rules better than the team, and that's a good sign.
Oh boy.
No, nobody ever can
Uh,
be bothered to read the rules. I can't read the rules.
I read the rules as I was making lunch.
Yeah, nice. I looked over them, but I can't say I remember. They're always a little bit different, and the devil
Yep.
is in the
Uh,
details. All right, so Audace's team is locked. Wonder what we'll see. It seems like for whatever reason the all the quick draws are pretty popular. I don't really understand why that is. I mean, I guess the increase in quirks that a lot of them got, but I don't know.
they
Seems
all
like there's
have the
still better IS
IV4
mechs.
level of armor quirks, is what they have now. So I believe teams are drawn to that as like a big tank, but
I don't know.
truth be told, I've been kind of leaning towards like the 4 medium mech, 2 light mech drop, and just stack HMGs, SPLs. I feel like that's the solid meta for drop one right now.
Yeah, seems like the meta right now
Uh,
is shifted a lot to like you have a light pack and then have some kind of
yeah,
anchor to work around them.
yeah.
See,
Yeah, what I've seen a lot of Div A teams do is like bring triple stalker or something like that. Just take the Gamma Hill and then just establish flankers or any sort of light control around Theta and just control that 2 cap and play from there.
all right, you want to know my hot take? I know my
All
hot
right, let's see it.
take. I
Let's see
hate
it.
Gamma Hill. I think Kappa side is stronger, easier to trade around, especially if you have like a heavy with like jump jets.
Yeah,
Gamma side is like I don't know. In my opinion, it's just harder to trade from because you can get shot at from like pretty much any angle while you peek out. Whereas Kappa Hill kind of got mountains, so you can isolate your lines a little better. Now you can't fit as many mechs up there. So,
so I always got a lot of flack for this. In comp Q or in comp in general, I am of the mindset of I avoid fights unless they're absolutely required. So I actually do agree with your take on that about Kappa over Gamma, but I know there are a lot of teams that like to play as aggro as they can. So 42 is bringing a mishmash drop deck. Actually, both teams are
I like it. I
with
like it.
no duplicates. 42 bringing a Roughneck 3A, Commando 1D, Battlemaster 1G, Phoenix, Stalker 7D, Black Knight, and Flea. I think this is a mid-range vomit deck.
Yeah, what's on the Black Knight? Black Knights are pretty cool. They got all their perk buffs.
4 ER large, 4 ER meds.
This, you know what?
Roughneck's
What's
running
on the
ER large and ER
on
meds.
Chrysalius's Warhammer? I assume the Stalker 4N is probably large lasers because you can do the 6 large laser alpha. Be interesting. I guess they're kind of
Stalker 4N has 5 ER large. So instead of firing the 6, he plans on using the HSL for the normal
yours.
laser +1, and yeah, and just poking and firing 5 every time.
Okay, okay. I could,
Warhammer 6R has 2 Goss, 6 ER meds. Uh, yeah,
so they've kind of opted to be a little bit mid-rangey. 42 is going to get the early cap lead here. They've already got their commando Flynn going to Theta, and then they've got their Flea is going to make it to Kappa before any of Gudrun's mechs do. But we'll
yep.
see.
Grasshopper running large pulse ER meds. Yeah, I mean, both teams have just sacrificed extreme range for a bit more upfront DPS, but
Yeah, neither one. I don't know. Neither one's like fully committed either way. I guess they're both kind of afraid of brawl, so they're playing it safe. But I don't know. I feel like maybe just go all range a bit, right?
yeah.
All right, no stress. Flynn does have a UAV over Theta. Maybe it got shot down. No, it's still there. So no stress. Looks like he's gonna try and take it. And even though the UAV's there, 42 doesn't actually have anyone to stop him. So they're gonna get the flip, but 42 is pretty much immediately grab Kiama here. And they still have the mech over at Kappa, although frankly, he probably needs to get off Kappa because he'll just
I think
die
if
if
they
he gets
find out that
pushed.
I think if they find out he's isolated, he's more or less fucked.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
the Flea 15 is not a combat variant. Like it's not a mech that can thrive on its own.
Gudrun Synergy pushing up to middle. They've kind of just, they're going to dominate Theta. My question is, what's 42 going to do about it? Because they can't really
I
afford to
believe
fight on Kappa, and they're going to have to retake Theta eventually.
I believe Gudron Synergy is aware of the solo Flea though. Yep, he just stepped back on Kappa. They know they know he's there, but I don't think they're gonna squirrel.
Yeah,
You know, it's interesting because I feel like the mid-range deck here that both teams brought is a direct downgrade from the ranged
yeah.
assaults we've been seeing in other drops.
If 42 had some range here, they could be shooting these mechs around Theta. They're getting some scratch damage, but
Yeah,
if you had
I
more
mean,
ER larges, you could be wrecking this Warhammer.
I feel like if any team brought an ER large deck, they would just stomp what what the other side brought. But no one has the advantage because they both downgraded in the same form.
Right, Amper getting some trades out onto 42, fighting this Black Knight a little bit, but it's still all just scratch. And looks like maybe this game's gonna go long, which would definitely be in Gudrun's favor if they can get Kappa. They still don't have Kappa. Like, I don't understand why they don't have Kappa yet. Send the Commando and the Flea over there. If if 42's Flea wants to fight, he can take a 2v1, sure, you know. But they're still balled up. I think both teams still just a little bit afraid of getting pushed. Everyone knows what exactly to do.
I mean, I'm kind of surprised both teams aren't trying to push, seeing as they both have that mid range deck, and that's what you want to do if you have a mid range deck. You need to get in their faces.
Maybe like each team is a little bit confused about who has their range advantage, right? Because if you think you have the range advantage and you think you can get all the caps, maybe you don't. Doesn't seem like either team should really have any range advantage. Shaman doing some spotting. I don't even think they know where exactly he is. 'Cause looks like he probably just has full locks on the Gudrun mechs here. So
I'm actually gonna hop into his cockpit and see what he's seeing because
yeah,
I'm curious.
42 should just be like pre-firing the shit out of these guys if he is actually getting spotting information on them. Not something that makes it hard to trade efficiently.
Yeah, Shaman is just sitting there looking at people, and they're just not doing
Gudrun
anything.
synergy, take Kappa. It's free. You have a flea and a commando. Commando is just standing behind a building doing nothing. Like literally not even moving.
Oh,
Disconnect. Like,
uh, Ahap is AFK in his Commando 2D. I
yeah.
mean, not AFK. He's DC'd.
Oh, he's DC'd. Oh, okay. That makes their timidness at getting Kappa a little bit more understandable, but hopefully
So
he
what I
can.
want to know is that 42 knows that Ahap is DC'd. Why aren't they pushing?
Well, and it'd be
Like,
kind of scummy to do, but at the same time, like, yeah.
I mean, maybe, but if you're over 2 minutes in, the rules state to keep playing.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if I see somebody DCs and I know the match has to keep going, like I'm gonna dive in. Like I'm going to secure that win,
All right.
especially after I lost drop one.
Gudron, their Grasshopper and their Thunderbolt have moved up. They're strike bait right now, but they're in optimal range. So look, does the Grasshopper have large pulses? I thought I
It
saw
has 3 large pulse and 4 ER meds,
a
which
little odd.
this is not the time to bring the Grasshopper, seeing as it's getting giga buffed next patch. But
Ah, 5H is still pretty good. It's
oh yeah,
only gonna
however,
get better.
he's currently open CT, so he's got to stop playing so aggro.
Yeah, they're just they can't safely push up more, but they don't have any backup from their stalker who's still way back. Oh, the commando's finally back. Okay, they they need to pull this stalker up, and they need to probably just get this grasshopper and thunderbolt out of the way right now. Oh, Battlemaster kills Delia. Shaman just still running interference. Flea getting good info about where the Gudrun synergy mechs are.
Battlemaster is open CT, but he's playing pretty cagey now. Uh, I don't know. I mean, both teams have mid range. I expected a little more aggro coming from both sides,
Yeah.
and
Well, Gudrun is probably they had a guy disco, so they gotta
yeah,
wait
that's
till he
fair.
gets back. But alright, Shaman still running the wide flank. Audeus, No Stress, and Chrysalius have moved around in their heavies in the flea. They might pick this commando, although it's a commando, so it's kind of hard to
Yeah,
pick
I
it.
mean, if Chris can land a Gosh shot, but
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a big if.
I
It's
think
a commando.
Flynn.
Shaman is just. I don't know if Shaman's shot. He's just spotting everything.
Yeah, they're gonna go grab Kappa. It looks like, and these guys aren't fast enough to chase it. The commando and their flea just need to probably stop this cap while the rest of them, I don't know, do something. Seems like North spawn is too dominant for 42. Take from 42, but if you can
I mean,
hold Kappa
42.
Theta.
Yeah. I mean, 42 is
Oh,
starting to
is Flynn
advance.
legged? Is Flynn legged in his commando? It looks like he is.
Yep, Flynn is not long for this world. Shaman is finally putting his flea's guns to use. He has finally
Oh,
found his
this
weapon.
is huge. Like 42 can't win the cap game anymore, right? Like they've got a commando and a flea versus just a flea. And not to mention
Well,
they
you say that, but the entirety of Gudron just squirreled, and nobody can stop a
yeah, that's
Theta
true.
cap if 42 decides to do it.
Yeah, they spent too many mechs over here. They need to send the Stalker, the Warhammer, and the Thunderbolt back to try and hold Theta. And
They're all still running after this fleet. I've
yeah,
never seen such squirreling in my
oh my
days of Mech
goodness.
Warrior boys. Like this is
42
top
is gonna
tier.
take Theta. That's not what you want to see. Shade's pushing up in his roughneck. He's got the Black Knight and the Stalker with him too. Although I don't know, maybe they kill Flea and then send
Oh,
their
oh,
lights
oh.
up
42's
to,
getting Theta.
yeah. 42's got Theta. Oh, Shaman's legged, so he's gonna die. Okay, Gudrun, you gotta cap the North Point, cap Gamma, and just run circles around the 42 assaults.
The Gamma Overwatch Battlemaster is one touch CT. So if they make a play, oh,
Thunderbolt goes down in the middle though. Chrysalius and Amper, they just need to play for time, but they kind of move back in close, and 42's knows they have the advantage in that fight.
and I would just like to point out Twitch chat is just as confused as we are about this match. So
Apex and No Stress are on Herod and his Stalker. Herod is probably going to die soon.
Chrysalius
Chrysalius
might
is going
come
to
around
die
the corner
soon.
and hit. He might come around the corner. He
Uh,
might get the shot.
uh,
Nope, the Black Knight knows.
oh, but Chrysalius is still alive. He's still alive. Can he do it?
Nope,
Oh, okay.
nope.
All right. They need to kill this Stalker way faster in a 2v1. And
What a strange match.
yeah, this is a little bit odd, but you know, we had some discos. Who knows, maybe 42 will have a guy disco mid-match next game. It's about par for the course today, it seems. What's going on over here? Okay, they're hunting down the Stalker. Amper, he's going to die pretty soon. Seems.
Hera
Has he?
drops the commando.
Oh. Commando died? Oh my gosh. Commando died. Emperor's
Commando had
dead.
one job.
Yeah, he had one job.
Now
Like,
it's Nostrus.
and he's leg two.
Nostrus takes down
No.
the Stalker, though, but it's a legged flea
The
against the
leg.
world.
I mean, he could maybe kill the Battle Master. Probably not, but maybe.
I don't think he knows what he wants to do.
Fortunate.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Well,
oh,
he's dead.
okay.
Rip. All right. Amarok Shade gonna get the T cap. 42 is already in the lead, if just barely. So this is gonna go in their favor.
I'm
And
curious why they brought that flea build. It had 5 small pulse and 2 MGs.
I mean, that's good DPS. Probably decent. I don't know. I'm not a light pilot. Don't ask me. Yeah, I don't know. I think that flea and the commando should have just gone to the North Cap. Just go kill the Battle Master and
All right, let's look at this damage. Zelia in the large pulse grasshopper getting 69 damage. Shaman and the Flea getting 65 damage. Top damage in the lobby goes to Prometheus and the Battlemaster, 593. Second place going to Herod and the Stalker, 555. Okay, so the ER large mechs did their work. Chrysalius and the Warhammer getting 516 with his Ghost Vomit Warhammer.
they did work. But we got 35 team damage on the commando for Gudron. That's I don't want to see that. That was probably kind of important. But yeah, I don't know. It was weird. It started off like super slow, even though both teams had kind of mid-ish range decks, but also they had each like a long range mech. I don't know. That was just a weird match. Like seems
I
like it
am
could have
confused.
gone either way. Like once they picked the 42 light, which probably just shouldn't have happened. But all right, we're switching sides. Is it polar again? Is that what I'm?
Yep, so
Yep.
we're on Polar again, we swap sides, and then we go to Mining and play that twice, once from each side.
But this time, polar we got uh bigger mech tonnage budget. So probably see. Hopefully, I think this time
Actually,
definitely we're gonna see more ER larges, right? The heavier your mechs get, the more
I
you
feel like I feel like they had to have learned from last drop. Like I feel like they know.
maybe, but maybe you just bring like Giga NASCAR deck, right? Like you bring like a stupid fast Marauder 2C and a Gargoyle,
I,
just
I
pull
want to
the
see
Uno
somebody
reverse
put
card.
like yeah. I want to see somebody put a streak mech like on Kappa or Gamma and just wait for the single light to come take it and
Oh,
just obliterate.
not a streak mech. You put a heavy Goss mech, and more satisfying. Probably these days with how streaks are, more likely to actually one shot the light mech. Yeah, yeah. And I don't know. What do you think? Probably a large trade. Like both teams kind of brought a tradey deck this time. I'll probably just with more tonnage go for more trade, but who knows? Could see some lerms too. One of these lerm. Definitely doable.
Hmm. I really don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. So looking at the map last game, it was pretty simple. 42, they grabbed the early Theta and Kappa, which actually ended up being pretty important because it put less pressure on them to move off of Gamma. But then, Gudrun Synergy, they got Theta fairly early, but it took them forever to get Kappa. And I think probably part of that is from when the commando disconnected. I'm not sure exactly when he did. But if they'd been able to just send their flea and their commando to Kappa when 42 only had one mech over there, um, I think that would have made a big difference. They wouldn't have felt the pressure to move up into H9. Their grasshopper wouldn't have got so farmed, and their thunderbolt wouldn't got as farmed. But
Yeah. I don't know. I think the large pulse ER meds really was shooting themselves in the foot.
yeah, I don't. I think definitely at least bring 4 large lasers on this map. Like, yeah, if you're afraid of brawl, maybe don't bring ER larges, but bring large lasers. They repel a brawl plenty fine. They give a little bit more range. ISLPLs used to be the darling of IS heavies, but now large lasers kind of the go-to for that, that silly. It would have been cool to see like the mass light PPC Black Knight. That would have been interesting. All right, looks like 42 is locked. We're just waiting. So VRGD, I don't remember. VRGDs, they had some players play for Eon, and it don't look like we have TT1A, so that's probably a little bit unfortunate. Gudron's 42 got just kind of their solid roster. Shade used to be in Marine Mechs with me. Shout out to Shade. Yeah. Flynn, been around with BSK. Now, don't recognize too many. I think Gudron Synergy is a lot of Euro people, and I don't play that time. Not really play any times on these.
Gudron, a lot of their players have been in a lot of the recent 1v1 and 2v2 and 3v3 tournaments I've been
Oh, okay.
running, so they have been appearing there, but I
They
haven't
have,
seen them anywhere
they
beyond
have the
that.
pilot skill and the willingness then.
Also, a lot of these guys are Solaris names.
Oh, okay, okay. They've got the pilot skill. Maybe as the season progresses, they'll get a little bit more used to kind of group competitive play. They do have experience in that. I know Chrysalis has played like larger league. As any new team can be kind of hard to mesh with. So like we're just waiting on ZVZ. Oh, Dalius is on. Yep. So 42 locked with 5 tons on the table, so not really wasting anything.
Gu Gudron Synergy locked with, or they haven't locked yet, but they're 20 tons under. And last
Yeah,
match they were 25 tons under.
they were
So
25 tons.
yes.
Surely you can fill 25 tons. Upgrade that Thunderbolt to something, anything. I'm not a big fan of the Thunderbolt. Past its glory days. So I would expect to see more Stalkers. The Stalker has like only gotten better since all the buffs. A little bit surprised to see the Battle Master, but the Battle Master is still pretty good. I don't think the 1G got too buffed in the main trade one, range quirk. Wonder if we'll see like any Marauder 2 get King Crab.
Marauder 2s have been a solid pick on mining because that's drop 5 assault mechs, and Marauder 2 4L with the Goss ERP has been one of the strongest trading
Yeah, I can jump up.
mechs. Yeah.
And it doesn't have to compete with like the Supernova in this league.
Do you have Twitch chat open by any chance?
No, I do not.
There are people who are talking directly to you, Toaster, not even me.
Uh,
And since 42 can't decide who's gonna, or not 42, Audus, Gudron Synergy, that's it.
what am I? Oh, constant movement. Okay, I'll try to move the camera less. My bad. Okay. I think I'm having some issues. I've noticed my controller stutters a little bit. May have to try a different controller. See, I'll try. I'll make my OBS low. Yeah, my bad. I tend to move a lot my camera, but I'll try not to move. Thank
Let
you,
me get a
Twitch chat, for the
controller again.
feedback. Wait, please. Okay. Sorry. Still waiting on Google.
There we go. There we
Okay.
go. There's their 6th player.
All right.
Let's see if we can actually get this rolling.
I'll grab
All
a
right, both teams are
different
ready.
controller. Gosh. All right, I can't grab a different controller because it's synced to my console. So, all right, back to Polar. Lot of range mechs is what we're expecting, more than last time.
Oh boy. Gudron Synergy's going a full brawl deck. They have a Battlemaster 3M, that's the MPL variant, a Quick Draw IV4, a Grasshopper 5H, a Flea 17, a Stalker
Oh
4N,
my
and a
gosh.
Firestarter Enver.
You see the in-game chat? They're looking for a redrop. Somebody messed up. Okay.
Y'all.
I mean, 42's agreed to it, so I'll let him redrop. Fortunate. But the game needs to actually start.
I'm at a loss for words.
Week 1. It's okay. It's okay. Highly organized comp play. Yes.
I'm about to start roasting bitches if this shit don't get ironed in. My god. Oh boy.
Here, what's my stream? My game is butter smooth, but it looks like my stream is a little better, you know. I try and figure that out. Only so much I can do now in the middle of a cat. Okay, we die. 42.
I just need somebody to get a cat point. Just somebody get a cat point,
All right,
please.
I think he's going.
Okay,
He's
cool.
on this. He's going to Sigma. Flee too, so I don't have to wait too long. All right. Chat sick out of 10. Prometheus, is he not get out of the map? Goodness. Did he disconnect? Okay, he's just overheating. Okay,
Yes, we can't win.
no winning.
There's nothing left but pain.
No. Dude. Real quick, I'm gonna change my controller. Right. Wait, this is as quick as they say it will be. Please, can we get no more redrops for the rest of the cast? That is my dream. Right. Why are people leaving the lobby? Come on.
We're
Get
better
back in
than
here.
this.
Get back in here. Why are you leaving? Come on. Maybe he's selling engines to buy consumables. Maybe he wasted a consumable somehow.
There was a world's drop this year where I I need another wolfhound, so I left the lobby in between drops and I bought a wolfhound and built it and I skilled it, and then as I was about to go back into lobby, I realized it was the wrong wolfhound, so then I had to go back and buy another wolfhound and then skill
Oh
that.
my goodness.
You see, when everyone asks why Div A teams take so long, this is why.
Still stuttery. That's what OBS seems. I will just chill it with the camera.
Okay, so let me go through and see all these builds real quick. Shaman still running the small pulse fleet, which the small pulse machine gun, MRMs, MPLs, a single token ER large mech, a fire starter K. 42 is just running the same thing. And of course, they won last match, so why should they change it? But Gudron Synergy is running a balls to the wall push deck with the single stalker 4N being the token range Overwatch. And lights are already about to collide at Theta. The flea's about to hit the commando. Nope, commando saw the flea and left. He
This is
put
the
up a
key
UAV.
to get out of cockpit. I made that mistake.
V.
V. All right. You can hit tilde too, but it doesn't bring the.
Will remove your overlays.
Yes. All right. I fix my camera because I'm doing her long ground. All right, Gudron running straight to Theta. 42 is like, oh boy.
42 is going back to the Gamma Hill. They're doing the same strat, of which Gudron Synergy seems to have not learned from last match, and they're just walking straight in to Theta with their brawl mechs, which will, if 42 gets the Gamma Hill and they establish Overwatch, they're just gonna eat Gudron Synergy alive.
Yep. Gudron needs to send their lights to at least figure out where 42 is. Probably, honestly, take Kappa. What is over here? Shaman. Shaman is about to be found by Gudron. He's probably going to make it out. Gudron sending their 2 light mechs up to Gamma. They're not going to bother with Kappa, I guess, which kind of makes sense if you want to push the just need to make sure they don't get picked over here where the rest of their team's in position to help. Lynn is on the fleet, taking this 2v1. Does have backup. No stress needs to just get out of here, though. I don't think either of these really, if they play this right, can reliably kill. Now, will Gudron push? Will this push be successful? 42's set up pretty well. Got the Battlemaster, Black Knight, Roughneck, Stalker all kind of spread out, but with overlapping fire lines.
I think Gudron might be able to close in. Let me check this channel's site.
Yeah, Prometheus drops down too into a little valley. He's not going to be able to shoot. So is Herod. Herod's now in low ground, and
Shade's
Black
the
Knight's
only one that has Overwatch.
Yeah,
Shade's the only one that has Overwatch.
Why are we...
I think this is the prime time to push.
I guess they're trying to back up, but I don't know that they have time. Shade's backing up. He's going to fall in a canyon in a second too. They brought Overwatch mechs, but they have no Overwatch. Alright, surely this goes in favor of Good at this point. They're within a few hundred meters of 42. Prometheus about to get focused down and killed by Aldeus, Zelia, and Chrysalius. And No Stress is kind of throwing his mech away. But Prometheus needs to die now. Just send it on Prometheus. Go, Aldeus. Go, Chrysalius. You three, just go.
IV4 has Giga Armor Quirks. Just run into the enemy.
Go.
Just do it. Oh,
No Stress has thrown his mech away successfully.
No Stress. Hello?
Yeah, Flynn was on him. He just kind of dove. The flea helped
Prometheus is
Flynn.
almost gone.
Yeah, Prometheus is gone, but he's still alive. He managed to get out of there. He should not have made it out of there. Emperor is here in his stalker.
Gudron's just needs to balls to the wall push.
All
Like
right.
this is they
Yeah.
just gotta rush it.
Yeah. All right. Kill Shade. Kill Shade. We gotta kill Shade now, guys. Let's do it. This Herod and Amrock are kind of out of position, but they can rotate a little bit. But Shade should die relatively quickly. Flynn is on the back of the Grasshopper, so the Grasshopper is probably gonna kind of be out of this fight or risk.
Battlemaster, it's XL. Why did he lead the push? Battlemaster, no, not like this.
Why is he? All right, Zelia is legged. He's gonna be finished by
down.
the 42 lights. Audeus is about to die. ZVZ. They still have the Stalker. The Stalker is back there doing things.
The Stalker's slowly coming. He's coming. He's coming.
Maybe he could pull this off, but the problem right now is the lights. 42 lights are just running the show.
Yeah.
ZVZ is gonna go down, and Stalker, I don't think he'll really be able to do much of anything. He can maybe pick Amarok and Herod if he's lucky, but I think Flynn and Shaman are just gonna run away with the show now. Alright, chat. My camera. I won't see this for like 5 minutes, but is the camera better this game? No, I will chat after the fact. Emperor about to die. Shaman, Flynn are gonna shoot his butt off. Herod, probably just save your mech, dude. I don't think that forehand can reliably. No. Alright. Well played, 42. I don't know. Seems like Gudron had it. They closed so well, and then they just died. Alright.
Okay, top damage in the lobby goes to Herod and the Stalkers, 662. Second place goes to Audus in the IV4, 611. 545 in the Black Knight, Amarok. Shade and the Flea, 15, getting 309 damage. I'm gonna be honest, if you got out damaged by that Flea, what are you even doing? Because that Flea is typically regarded to be the least combat ready Flea variant.
Shade was in the. Oh, he's in the Roughneck. Oh. Well.
No, Shaman.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, it's a little unfortunate, but he did kind of get pushed, and
yeah,
admittedly, I don't know, with the way No Stress died in the fire starter, he was just way too aggro, and him dying so early meant that Gudrun had no answers to Flynn and Shaman. But I don't know. I wouldn't feel too bad for Shade getting out damaged. He didn't double D. No, sometimes that's all you can ask. It is weird though. Like you look at the damage numbers, and Gudrun's Synergy just had the advantage. Well, they're pretty comparable actually. Maybe even a slight advantage to Gudrun, but didn't secure the kills. Sometimes that's all that matters. I hope I didn't radio cut that. I wasn't put OBS.
no, you did not.
I will just chill it with the camera. All right, on to what's the next map? Oh, I don't know.
We are going to Mining Collective, and the drops are now 420 tons, which means that we will see a fair amount of assault mechs. We should see a bit of trading. Like I said, the Marauder to 4L has been the most picked mech for this so far.
Yeah, it's a dark map. You can get up high. Has 50 alpha, can pop tart. Pretty good. Oh, you're still Saruman. I forgot to update your GIF. Oops.
Nah, whatever, it's fine.
All right, so yeah, I imagine probably Annihilator is probably still pretty favorable. Neither team has brought an Annihilator yet, and if you can get like one of the Ultra 10s and 5s Annihilators into position, it's still quite solid mech. I don't know what else. What else would you see on this map? I think Black Knight's probably pretty decent. It doesn't have JJs though, so it's hard to position.
Black Knight struggles on this map because of the super low mounts.
It does have low mounts, but it can corner peak well. There are a lot of
That's
places you can
fair.
corner peak. What? Definitely. Both of the teams have used their fire starter, or 42, or Gudron's used their fire starter, but I think 42 would probably bring two. Probably have too much tonnage to bring two. And I don't know if it's a little odd to see so many grasshoppers early on. Great map for the grasshopper too.
Yeah.
See.
Oh my god. I almost said Vegal and Summoner, then I remembered ISC. I want to see more of the Jenner Ks. The light peep Jenner. They saw a lot of use in GNX. They saw a lot of use in the Poglodites match.
Yeah. Does it? I looked at that Jenner. It's pretty good, and it has good mounts. But there's a Panther that does the same thing, right? That just has like better
Yes, but
quirks, but it's a
it's a bit
Panther.
slower and
Yeah.
and tankier. Uh,
Part of me just would maybe just go with the Panther. But yeah, that those would be good maps for the max for this map. Although the question is maybe you need something with a little more DPS just to finish fights faster.
yeah, and of course, if you go back to the GNX versus Black Omen match, the another common picks were Annihilator 1Ps, Corsairs, because they have the all high mounted weapons,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
made them superb heel humpers. Grasshoppers, as you already pointed out, Vulcans are also a very big pick here as well because of the jump jets.
Yeah, you could probably Blackjack. Blackjack, one of my favorite mechs.
Hmm.
That mech would be fun. I haven't tried the light PPC Blackjack, but I always just like ER peeps or heavy peeps. Heavy peeps a little risky sometimes, but if you're fighting mostly assaults, you don't really have to worry about min range, right? No, an annihilator's not going to run you down. All right, 42 is locked. Will we have a redrop? As chat
Pray to
is
God we
pointing
don't.
out, it
Pray to God we
is
don't.
kind of, we're a little bit outside the rules here, but I don't know, when all these rule books have like them, the admins have the final say. So I think most of the time an admin is going to side with the team, agree with it. So
Yep.
well, hopefully no more redrops, but as long as both teams kind of walk away happy, I'm fine with it. There's not real money.
Hmm. And I mean, at the end of the day,
It's all about having fun, right?
a
Like
yeah,
no one plays MechWarrior Online professionally, though some have tried.
and it's not just the teams that are playing. We have about 100 viewers in chat right now, and
Oh goodness.
and if a team forfeits, they don't get to watch that fight.
Yeah, I don't
So,
want to see forfeits. Forfeits suck.
hmm
Right. You think we were playing Div A NA right here, because how long these lobby
how
times are
long
taking?
everyone's taken?
Uh, only
Yeah,
6 players, guys.
we are reaching 228 levels
That being
of
said,
time taking.
the whole like the rules for this league make planning decks a little bit more difficult because you got to track. All right, how many times have I brought a grasshopper? How many times have I brought a stalker? Can't
Hmm.
don't want to have one of your games forfeited because you brought bad mech. Well, hopefully ready soon. Already seen a little bit of shuffling people out and in. And of course, everybody falls victim to, you know, people lay plans, you design your drop decks, and then the other team doesn't play how you expect them to play, right? And so you gotta adjust things on the fly or you feel the need to, and then it's like, oh, I don't have this built, or I have the wrong build. I don't own that mech.
Yes, the best is when you say, "I don't own this mech," and they're like, "Bring it." What? No.
Right. Hurry up, hurry up. The show on the road.
I think they're trying to set the record for longest ISC match.
I see. Oh. I don't know, that'll be
Oh
pretty
wait.
hard. I'm sure, like, probably have some match like what is it, Black Omen versus Fifth Jaguar Dragoons or something. They'll take them
3
hours.
years.
Yeah. What's up, chat? What's up, C Train, Yon Dude? See a lot of names I know. Been a while since I've casted. They should don't go.
Yeah, it was 5.
I've had that happen too. Everybody readied up, even though like we were still missing a player in the lobby, and dropped down a man is like, hey, lobby
I will
lead, we
admit,
weren't
I
ready.
am one of the most impatient. If I see both teams are green, even if they haven't said lock, sometimes I'm just like, fuck it, we're going. I don't care. Let's go.
Oh, okay. I just asked if they're ready because they were all ready, but anything? Okay, they're locked. All right, we're good
All
to
right,
go.
we going. We going.
Going.
42 is dropping 30 tons
All
under.
right, we got to get this redrop out of the way. We got to get into lobby so we can get back out of lobby.
Why is 42 30 tons under though? This is worrisome.
It's gonna send it full send. Time for their full send deck. See if it works. I don't know. Have something super. All right. A lazy caster. I just scoreboard.
Alrighty, so Gudron Synergy is bringing an Annihilator or Warhammer, Vulcan, Jester, Annihilator. I think that this is a push deck. I don't see how this couldn't be a push deck.
Yeah, it
This
could be
seems
like
to be
a
MPLs.
DACA E push deck. Is the I guess the 60s probably like MPLs or some kind of vomit. 42
60 is 3 large poles, 6 Yermit.
42 has 3 grasshoppers, Jester, Javelin, and Stalker 70. I guess the Stalker is that the new Stalker with all the
Yes, that is.
bajillion laser hardpoints?
So 42 is running a hyper trade deck. It is entirely composed of laser vomit down to their light mech, and Gudron Synergy plans on walking at the enemy. That's like I think that's the entirety of their Annihilator's plans is just Operation Walk at the Enemy.
And it could work. It kind of just depends on how well does 42 scout it and react when it does happen. If the problem I think for Gudron is going to be how many mechs with jump jets that 42 has. Like all these grasshoppers already up in their little nest, making a big
Yeah, I
home.
don't. The Annihilator's going to have trouble trying to reach up, and the dual Annihilators have already been scouted, and they're gearing up on the ramp without support from their team.
I think Herod a little bit overextended, but he can really get back in cover.
Adus takes
42.
top with ZVZ or Zzz taking ramp.
So this is gonna, I don't know. Now the problem is the Annihilators can't do anything. These guys who are like up on top of nest, right? Like
They can't trade. Adus is already down to 75%.
yeah, unfortunate. Now Gudrun has the cap advantage, so maybe they can just super slow roll this. No, stop trading. Stop trading. Please stop trading. Don't let Herod do anything in his stalker there. But I don't know. No Stress is getting kind of beat up in his Vulcan.
Same with Zivs.
Wins these trades. Is this Jester? I thought it would be MPLs, but I guess it's Vomit.
I think 42 is coming out on top trades heavily, except for Amarok, who's down to 81%. Amarok needs to back up and let his teammates do more of the work, but going by loadouts alone, 42 should win these trades.
They're letting these Vulcans kind of get pretty dangerously close. I think
Audis is just taking a beating. He's got to stop trying to poke. He's down to 62%.
I don't think he can't really move anywhere is his problem. Like he probably needs to like cross over to the other side where the catapult is, but he'll just get wrecked trying to do it. Now ZVZ is pushing up in his Annie. Gonna try and pull a flank here.
No stress. Got a little too aggro. Took a lot of damage, but
I'm gonna try and back up. Get his up.
Gudron's just hemorrhaging armor. Oh, I didn't
Oh,
realize
Shade
Zeus
is
has
getting
racks.
absolutely shellacked by this Annihilator.
I
Oh,
didn't
Shade is
realize.
down.
I didn't realize he brought racks. That's oh boy.
Gosh. Okay, so Gudron is looks like they're gonna be successful in pushing these mechs off. Oh, Amarok goes down. Okay, this is big for Gudron. Now
I
it's
don't.
just Flynn that's left, and these Vulcans, they got to be careful because there's still 42 Overwatch Grasshoppers in the back, but Flynn just can't afford to stay up there. Right. The slow push around this side by Gudrun. I kind of think they should get a Vulcan or something up top where the 42 mechs were, just to kind of poke the backside of those Grasshoppers, keep them honest.
I don't even think Gudron has to push anymore.
Yeah, no,
I
they don't
think
have to push, but I think they need a Vulcan up there just kind of for scouting and a little bit of harassment. You don't have to trade super hard, but just make sure that 42 doesn't try and retake that position. DVZ moving back into his spot on the ramp. Gonna be able to safely hold that ramp, and they can't. 42 can't shoot him where he's at, so quite safe. Audaeus, he's safe now that they've killed the grasshoppers that were up in middle. Credalius kind of just watching that spot and making sure 42 don't retake it. Aha, affix. Is that how you say? I don't know how you say that names.
I just call him Ahab because
Aha.
the first four
Okay. Okay.
letters say that. That's what I've been calling him. I don't know. If if you don't tell me how to say your name, I that is free reign
Oh,
for me just
okay.
to butcher it
42
on
bringing
stream.
Prometheus across in his grasshopper, although
He doesn't make the jump.
did he mean to miss the jump, or I don't know. Lynn's going back up in the javelin. Good night coming in his grasshopper. So 42 is going to try and retake this position. I think Chrysalius saw it, but I'm not sure he knows exactly how many mechs are up there. ZVZ is kind of rotating back exactly where he was. I don't think they really still need to do anything, though. I think ZVZ should go back to where he was. They have such a cap lead at this point, right? And good night. It's good night. Oh no, good night. It's kind of out of position. Might die. Dalius gonna.
Oh, Chrysalius
Dalius
comes in, loses
has
his
just his dead
arm.
arm. That.
Goodnight is now in range of the Annihilator, though.
I think it
Goodnight.
might be good night for
Good
good
night.
night.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He's gone. Oh nope, he's gonna make it. No stress. Loses.
Uh,
Oh, just a shield arm. Just a shield
be
arm.
careful, no stress. He's lost his shield arm, but he's very hurt. This,
I think ZVZ is gonna. He's gonna come out top damage in his Annihilator.
yeah, he's doing
He's
a ton
definitely
of
gonna
work
come
in that
out.
thing. Chrysalius goes down, but they did get good night in his grasshopper, and
It's down.
now
Yep. It's just down
Emperor.
to Flynn and Herod.
Yeah, Emperor is working his way over in the Warhammer, and he's quite fresh. The ZVZ, yeah, I think MVP probably goes to ZVZ and maybe the Vulcans who kind of helped him with these pushes. All right, Flynn, you gonna do Flynn? Maybe get a kill on no stress. I don't think you really want to fight the Annihilator. Dun -dun. Catapult misses his jump. Fortunate. No stress is going up, but he is 33% in a Vulcan. Probably like one shot. Oh, okay. Aldeus looks like he's lost all his weapons. Yep. Oh, but Flynn overheats. Flynn, no. Why? Oh, he's cooking himself. Okay.
Okay, yep, there we go. And Gudron Synergy pulls out a match. Alrighty.
Even Flynn knows. You know what you did, Flynn.
Alright, let's look at this damage. Yep, ZVZ getting 877 damage in his Annihilator. In a 6v6, no less. Audus getting 409, 413 to Prometheus in the Grasshopper. Yeah, no double Ds. Everybody seemed to carry their weight well.
That Annihilator doing work. He clutched up when he clutch up, so good for that. Seems like Gudrun they played their strat well. They hemorrhaged a lot of armor, but they did know that like where they were at, 42 would have to push. I think Audaeus they probably should have killed him, but killed him earlier, I should say. He did die eventually.
Yeah,
Alright, well,
taking taking Annihilator in center is pretty much a death wish. You can't ever do that, in my opinion. It's the quickest way to remove your effectiveness from the battle.
yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it much in competitive. I mean, I do it all the time in quick play when I played. But yeah, it's definitely a hard place to play, especially because you're so tall, right? And with those grasshoppers, they
Yep.
could almost just shoot his cockpit like over the buildings. DVZ definitely in a much better position, but I think AS being there was still somewhat important. Hard to say exactly. I'm not the best Annihilator pilot, and I've never played one in comp.
Annihilator and comps are tricky things, like mining especially, because you know your opponents are gonna bring trade that like don't really require a lot of face time, like say IS laser vomit, ERP, something like that. And when you're running UX or racks, you can't trade against that. It's impossible to come out on top of that trade. So,
But yeah,
but they managed to pull it out, so we can't talk too much shit about it because they won the match.
yep. Like the big pick was when ZVZ, first decided to rotate around there. They killed the catapult so fast. They killed another grasshopper, and really the other grasshoppers that were further behind, they weren't in any position to support. Neither was the stalker, so a relatively safe push. They didn't overextend and push all the way down to the bottom of the map. They didn't go for Gamma, which was I think the right play. They had Theta and Sigma. Just needed to kind of ease up pressure on top of Theta. Good job of that. But now they switch sides, so it'll be interesting to see what Gudron decides to do now that they have 42 kind of trading side.
I'm expecting teams to try the same.
Yeah. I'd be mostly the same. It's hard on I don't know on 3-cap. It's easier to concentrate your forces. So like picking a side cap on this map, especially, it just seems it'd be really hard.
Yeah.
Um,
And also in these lower divs, we don't typically see team one, team two sides playing out differently. So I'm sort of expecting the same strategy.
maybe.
Uh,
I mean, I don't think it's team two. I don't think 42 can trade as well. Maybe I don't know. It's hard to say. They'd have to bring more range and up higher, and they've already burned all their grasshoppers, right? They burned all 3 grasshoppers in the game.
mhm.
Maybe they need to bring like a blackjack or something. I think a blackjack for 42 would have helped there a lot because the blackjack can more easily than a grasshopper get some strange
Yeah.
angles and not get
Yeah.
picked doing that.
And 42 just like dedicated everything Citadel side.
Yeah.
They didn't have any flanks or anything of the sort, and just sort of allowed themselves to get surrounded from 2 or 3 different angles. So I think at 42, I think if they put something cakes, like tried the more traditional range spread,
Yeah.
they may have had a better shot.
But then again, like I don't know, how do you play traditional on 3-cap, right? Like
Yeah, it's fair.
some teams got to get Theta, and then it's just all about working around Theta. Like you can't really. I guess you could try and get both side caps, but that'd be so hard to hold. But I don't know. Maybe if they had one fast mech, they could have grabbed Sigma. That was kind of hard to defend super easily and have mechs that are in relevant position. Main way you defend Sigma is just stopping people from getting over there to begin with. That's hard to do when you're only 6 mech team.
Yeah.
Alrighty. But we'll see. Maybe 42 will push this game. Maybe we'll see some. Not a very good learn map though. Lots of hard cover. The only way you can make them work is have a lot of angles so that one person you're in cover from one person, you're not from the Are there, so let's see. So, well, we won't see exactly the same thing, right? Because
No, we can't.
Gudron, they
Uh,
burned two of their annihilators. Right? They've only got one annihilator left. Maybe they bring an annihilator and a marauder. That'd probably work pretty well. Maybe
uh,
someone brings an atlas. I want to see an atlas. That's probably just crazy talk.
well, actually, I was looking through. Okay, so there is a week I'm guaranteeing that we'll see an atlas. Let me go find.
Atlas.
Uh,
Oh, you're guaranteeing it. Okay, okay.
Let me find.
Might like eat your hat if you don't see an atlas.
I'll do a 12-hour Mech Warrior stream in the Gengar costume if we don't see it.
All right, you heard it here first, folks. Somebody clip that,
Yeah.
put it on the Discord. Tios is
uh,
anteing up.
it was week 6, Viridian Bog drop 1. I was guaranteeing somebody's gonna bring an Atlas for that
Okay.
because because that's the Brawl drop.
All right.
Week 6 or week 4, it's
Both
gonna
teams are
happen.
locked. Tios.
All
Good
right,
to
all right,
go.
all right.
It was insta lock by 42 once Gudrun locked. Go. What mechs will we see? For anybody who joined late or hasn't been paying attention, it's all IS mechs in this tournament, 6v6. And even though we're playing Conquest on the normal maps, you're only allowed cap 3 of the points. Makes a pretty big difference when how these things play out.
All right.
Righty.
So, Team 1 of Gudron is bringing a Grasshopper, a Phoenix Hawk, Thunderbolt, 9SC, the Marauder 2 6S. Talk about manly.
Which one's
That's
the
the fourth.
6S?
That's the 4th snub AC20 build because it's got
Oh,
the
okay.
HSL.
Elite.
Vulcan and Annihilator.
And 42 has 2 Annihilators, a 1A and a 2A. 2 Vulcans again, or 2 Vulcans this time. The Catapult, Jester, Shade, and Goodnight bringing a 5k quick draw.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Audus is not running AC24 snubs. He's running quad ER peeps. Now, he has 2 peeps in each arm, but he does have HSL +2, so he can fire them both, but they are incredibly wide mounts. So it seems Gudron, after that Brawl win, they're running a mixed deck because they have the Annihilator as well.
Got Flynn and No Stress fighting over Theta. I think Flynn, he might get it. Yeah, No Stress is bugging out. Flynn was winning his trades just ever so slightly. Does get the sliver cap. Last match was any indicator. Getting that Theta cap is, but I don't know. No Stress might just be able to sneak it back right now. Don't look like Goodnight is watching it in his quick draw. I don't think 42 has anyone who can actually stop cap. 42 setting up way back again. Maybe Shade can stop it with his Jester. He could definitely jump up to where he could. And it's Celia taking it, yeah. All right, Gudrun got it decapped at least. They might cap it here. It's gonna be a matter of can 42 damage up. Bum, bum.
It's on their Annihilator 1A.
Now
Quad
Herod.
AC10. Oh shit, he's going slow.
Herod's AC2s too, so he's got good suppression on Theta, but Gudrun has still managed to get the 2 cap again. Gonna force 42 to do something.
Zelia is just getting destroyed by the
Yeah.
82 Annihilator, though. He's already open side, and given his speed, I think he might be XL.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, 42. I mean, okay, Gudrun got the cap back, but Zelia is kind of basically going to be able to do much for the rest of the game. I think the question is, will 42, will they make a play for Theta again, or will they try and just out trade? DVZ has kind of moved up to trade with the 42 Annihilators, not committing to anything.
Zelia, you gotta stop trading, my dude.
Yeah, he just needs to stop. I mean, I guess he's got free trades. Who is that back there? It's a Vulcan oh, it's a quick draw. You know what's on the quick
Hmm.
draw? Is it ER large, like quad
It's
ER
the
large?
MPL variant, I believe.
Okay, so I mean Zelia gets free trades against him at that range, right?
Never mind. It's 3 ER large, 3 ER mid. My bad.
Oh, okay, okay. So yeah,
So yeah,
Zelia playing with fire. Playing with fire, buddy.
I
Uh,
believe he's XL. I'm not certain, but even then,
yeah.
getting cut in half is still, and getting that LFE side loss is still a huge hit if you're in a laser vomit
Oh,
deck.
42's moving up on the side.
Yep.
Flynn, Prometheus, even the Annihilators are all marching up. No Stress just
No.
scouted him. He needs to get out of there, though. Zelia's going to move across to try and help with this, but I think he's just going to get killed by Flynn. Yeah, okay.
Zelia goes down to the XL check. Yep.
Yeah, he was XL. Aldeus, you can't trade against 4-mex there, buddy, or 5-mex. Not winning that. Aldeus takes
The
like
quad ER
30%
peeps does not
damage.
have enough DPS.
Now
Yeah.
ZVZ, kind of single trading. This is just a death box right now. It looks.
Zivs is getting farmed out in
and no
its
stress dice.
Annihilator.
It looks like 42 is just like winning this. They're doing a better job of keeping all their guns on target at the same time and
Shade is
rotating
almost
out.
gone though.
Yeah, he's almost gone, but now he's behind the Annihilators. So like, you waste your time finishing the Jester, or do you put damage?
Mm-hmm.
Audeus, he's still getting shots off from his angle, but I don't think he has the DPS to really make up for the fact that
No, quad ER peeps isn't enough to clutch here, and Flynn just jumped up behind Audeus and just got a clean back shot.
Jade goes down, killed by the Phoenix Hawk at least. But now Aha is when I moved in. He's got out of the firing line of the Annihilators. Azalius is upstop. This is just kind of a madhouse. Flynn bullying people with his Vulcan.
I think this is 42's match.
Yeah,
I don't want to call it just yet, but
I think it should be, unless like get some big clutch kills
and
here.
Prometheus is legged.
Prometheus goes down. Okay, we could bring this back. Maybe. If Flynn dies, Flynn needs to die. I think the Annihilators
Flynn
are
gets
gonna get
legged.
here. Okay, Flynn's legged, but I don't think they're gonna be able to secure the kill. Oh, Aha is legged too, and way out of cover. He's gonna die.
Audus, both of his legs are one touch, so the moment somebody looks at him, yep, somebody's just got to scratch that other leg. I think Flynn's gonna get it.
Yeah. Deus dies. Goodnight dies. Alright, good push by 42 there.
Who's the clutcher here? It's the Thunderbolt.
Oh yeah, well, okay, it's not over yet. I mean, he could do this. Actually. How fresh is he? He has the armor to do this, maybe.
He has the DPS as well. Thunderbolt 9 SE just shits out DPS. So
what's the ammo look like on Shaman's Annihilator too?
Shaman's Annihilator has 44 rounds left.
Okay, so there's no ammo issues.
11 salvos, which is enough to put down anybody.
If Chrysalis can be unexpected.
Also, Herod's Annihilator still has 422 AC2 rounds left. So, and they're both pretty fresh.
Caps aren't an issue at this point, right? Yet. Okay, can he get? Oh, Flynn gonna die.
Oh, his meds clipped the wall. No, if the meds didn't clip, he would have gotten the kill.
The Annihilators can't help Flynn right now, but he's got to kill Flynn fast and get out of there. Shaman and Herod are waddling their way back. You gotta get this kill, Chris. You gotta get this kill. Oh no. Flynn is like one shot left torso, one shot CT. But the Annihilator is here now. And now Chris is gonna die.
Yep, Annihilator comes in and just strips him of his weapons.
Yeah, oh, he doesn't even get the kill on Flynn.
Wow. Vulcan tank there for the win.
Yeah, he did a good job tanking there. That kind of shows Flynn a big Solaris player, so you had to play for time at least.
Alright, let's look at this damage. 701 damage from Herod's AC2s, 634 from Shaman's AC10 Annihilator, Chrysalis getting 628 in his Large Pulse Thunderbolt, Adeus getting 486 in his ERPPC Marauder. Zelia getting 50 in his Grasshopper, and No Stress getting 28 in his Vulcan.
Oh man, that's the difference in the game there, right? Like if those guys had done 100 damage more,
Yeah.
that would have been a Gudrun game.
Yeah, Zelia just getting immediately opened though, and then continuing to trade, not backing off to play his life,
I
but
mean,
choosing to stay in the fight.
yeah, he got punished hard. I mean, he got Theta for him, but needed to slow his roll or get out of there faster. Maybe send just the Phoenix Hawk or the Vulcan to do it instead. Grasshopper is a tall mech and it's hard to get cover behind the cap points.
Yeah. I believe that's it. Yep, that was drop
That
5.
was drop
So
5.
ended with the score being 4-1 in 42's favor.
Congrats to 41. It was definitely very close matched though. I mean, some of the earlier drops were a little bit steamrolly, lots of redrops, but overall, like this last game especially was really good. Mining
Mm-hmm.
continues to be one of my favorite maps
Yeah.
to play and to watch.
I think both teams could have done a lot of refinement on their Polar Highland strategies.
Maybe. I don't know.
But,
It
yeah.
was, it was it was interesting. There are some fun matches to watch us. I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
here
true.
to tell people how to play. Sure they'll go back, watch the VODs, say, oh gosh, what were we doing? Or
Mm-hmm.
oh hey, you did really well here. DBZ played that Annihilator perfect in drop 4. Great.
Oh yes, absolutely, absolutely carry the team to the win.
Roasting people. Anyways, I guess that's it for us. I'm not gonna do any interviews. I've got other things, fortunately.
Yep, and I believe this is the last match of week 1. So,
Uh,
no.
maybe, maybe. I haven't looked. I think there's still one or two more to be played. I'm fairly sure.
This is the last on the schedule so far.
Oh,
So,
okay.
hmm,
I'll.
let's see what happens next, and we
Yeah.
will catch all the players on the flip side.
Yep.
All right,
See you
take it easy.
later. Bye.